Hello, welcome back to another rugby video on the Rugby channel, and today we're going to be talking about the reaction of England versus South Africa in the Rugby World Cup 2019 final. It was a very interesting final and at times was end-to-end stuff, but yeah, let's go ahead and talk about it. Welcome back to another video on the Rugby channel. Please make sure you go ahead and leave a like, comment, subscribe, click the notification button, as well as please go ahead and follow us on our social media platforms to be up to date with the channel. Okay, so I'm sure that you're aware South Africa have won the Rugby World Cup in 2019. And yeah, it was a very interesting final. Obviously, South Africa looked the much better team in the end. But up until about, was it the 50-minute mark, it was a very, very even and close game. England were literally only 6 points behind South Africa. And then South Africa scored a massive, amazingly, really well played try by Makazole Mapimpi. It was a very good, clever kick, like up and under, little chip, and he chased it, caught it. But overall, yeah, very, very good try. They then went on to score another try then through Colby on the wing, and that just basically sealed the game off in the end. But all fairness to England, they deserved to be in the final. They beat New Zealand. They looked a very, very good team throughout the whole World Cup, and in general, like, deserved to be there. It was a shame they didn't play well enough on the day. They only got penalties, but either way they still deserve to be there. South Africa, on the other hand, again, it was even all game, but they looked the better team in the end and deserved the Rugby World Cup. But yeah, overall I thought this tournament was pretty good in the end. For Japan, I think like the Japan team were a standout team in this tournament, and they've obviously been nominated for Team of the Year. I think they should really get that. Because they've literally captured the hearts of all rugby nations and everybody just loves watching them. But yeah, overall this tournament has been really, really good to watch. I've enjoyed getting up early in the morning over here in the UK and watching every single game. Even games that you might not necessarily have thought would have been good. For example, Fiji versus Uruguay. Everybody thought Fiji was going to win that, and look what happened. Uruguay stood out and played really, really well. We had other games as well. Georgia quite impressed at times, and Japan, obviously they went over their whole standards and beat Ireland, Scotland, reached the quarterfinals, lost then to the Rugby World Cup winners. Same as Wales. Wales, personally I felt could have played better, but they beat Australia, which I was pretty proud of. I never thought that was going to happen, so I was happy with how it came in the end. New Zealand were the ones, obviously everybody expected to win the World Cup again. They didn't. England beat them quite well, and yeah, I mean it's been such a very entertaining Rugby World Cup, and I'm really happy that I've watched most of the games for it. I think Japan, think what you want, but I thought they were an amazing nation to host it. I would love to see a Tier 2 nation host the Rugby World Cup again. To be honest, a part of me is kind of annoyed that France is hosting the next one. I would have liked to see a smaller nation host it again. Like, I know USA are in the line to bid up for the World Cup after France. I mean, that would be absolutely amazing to see a Rugby World Cup over in the US. I think they'd put on a massive show, and it would be so good to watch. Another nation I'd love to see host it is Brazil. I think they'd do well. And Argentina would be another good one to see. And I know a lot of you guys might be saying, like, it's the Southern Hemisphere's turn after that to host the World Cup. But should it really be like that? It should just, like, every nation should get the chance. I don't think it's fair to be going from, like, say, the Europe, then it has to be a Southern Hemisphere team. I think it just should be a team that hasn't hosted it in the last, I don't know, let's say 12 years. It should be done that way. So, France hosted it in 2007, so it makes sense that they get to host it again, but it's also the fact they've already hosted it, so I would have liked to seen somebody else get it next, but there we are. I mean, like, I know some of you might be disappointed that Japan had it because of obviously the cancellations due to the storm, but that can't be helped. I mean, every nation has its own weather things. I mean, over here in the UK you get mass flooding, so pitches do get flooded. The US gets storms. It's just how it works. I know down Southern Hemisphere then they get earthquakes, the same as America and stuff. So I mean it's inevitable. Whatever happens is random. So I feel like you can't really use that as a reason why a Tier 2 nation shouldn't host it. But that's just my opinion anyway. But yeah, overall I've gone way too much off topic because this was about England versus South Africa. But overall I thought it was a good match and a very good tournament overall in general. and South Africa, the deserved Rugby World Cup winners. And I'd like to congratulate all my South African fans, because I know I have quite a few of them. Well done on your team winning the World Cup, and commiserations to England, obviously. But I feel like this is a good stepping point for the England team, and there could be good things on the horizon, who knows. Okay guys, without further ado, that's going to be the end of today's video. I hope you did enjoy. Please make sure you go ahead and smash the like button to show your support, and comment, let me know what you think of the Rugby World Cup in general, and what did you think of this game. Also, let me know who would you have wanted to see host it. Don't do your home nation or anything like that. Pick somebody that you would generally think would put on a really good show for a World Cup, and try and make it a tier 2 nation and make it more interesting. And yeah, if you haven't already, please go ahead and subscribe. We upload rugby videos every single week, guaranteed, covering everything like this, as well as history stuff. I mean, like we've done like Barcelona Rugby Club and stuff like that we talked about. And I also do rugby gaming as well, if you didn't know that. So yeah, thanks for watching guys. Like, comment, subscribe. I've been Andrew. I will see you in another rugby upload. Peace out guys.